Y'all, my name is Paul Borosky, and I'm the owner of Quality Business Plan, Sanford Cleaning, Quality Business Consultant, Tutor with Paul, Tutor for Finance. So as y'all can see, and also I'm a professional author. As y'all can see, I love starting businesses, love running businesses, have a significant experience with starting and running them. Also, I have significant experience from the educational background as well. I'm a doctoral candidate, finishing up my doctorate degree, also an MBA, and I teach finance at the college level, and I've also designed a couple of finance courses. And so with this significant experience, what I've done is I've decided to write a book, and it's called Starting a Business is Like Playing a Video Game. Here are the level cheats. Through my consulting business and writing business plans, I'm continually asked by customers and clients, here's where they are with their business, what's their next step? And I'd explain to those clients, all right, understand where you are, understand where you're trying to go, and here's what you need to do next. And I'd give them that information, and sometimes I'd be a little heavy-handed with academic terminology, and such, and I'd often be met with a glazed stare. And so what I decided is, starting a business is, correlated. It's a lot like a video game where you have to get through, different levels. So what I decided to do is take my starting the business concept and apply the concept to be similar to a video game. So what resulted was this book, Starting the Business is Like Playing a Video Game. Here are the level cheats. And so what I want to do real quick is just give you all some information on what's in that book. And hopefully it's enough to get you all to go ahead and make the dive in, pick up a copy. It's on Amazon. And I also do have a couple other books out, which is a complete small business guide to raising funds in 2019. And to-dos and not to-dos in New Smyrna Beach when visiting, and New Smyrna Beach, Florida. And then also the R-rated guide to passing your finance class, Time Value of Money edition. So we've got a bunch of books out, but the focus of this video is going to be on this one. And right now, like I said, it's on Kindle, $3.99 to buy. And later on today, it's going to be on paperback, and that paperback should be probably $5.99 or $6.99. Price could change. But let me show you guys all what's inside of it, maybe get you all a little interested. And so what we have here is we get the guide, we get the cover, and then here's a table of contents. And so what we have is, some acknowledgments, kudos to the wife, thanks for suffering through it, love the kids, a little bit of information about me, a little bit of information why I wrote the book, the introduction, kind of introduces, why you want to start, why a lot of people start the business. And then right here, this is the meat of the book. It starts from level 1, which is to identify a problem. All businesses that have ever been started, that will ever be started, they all start with a problem. Somebody has a problem somewhere, and a business is going to be there to solve that problem. So what I do in that level is help you all, walk you all through some steps on finding what the problem is, and in the continuous levels, once we're able to identify the problems, then we can build the businesses to solve those. Once we find the problem that is going to be something that we can design a business to solve, the next level is going to be what business ideas can we come up with to solve this problem. For example, my fence outside is it's getting a little bit worn, it's getting a little bit dark brown. And so that's a problem. It looks bad. I know it's going to be rotted out. It's going to be falling over within the next few years. So what kind of business can we come up with, to solve that problem? Well, most people, they're going to say, well, boom, replace it. Now it's a fencing company. Well, that is one way to solve that problem. There's a multitude of other ways we'd be able to, take to solve that problem. Another way would be painting. Now we got a painting company. Another way would be, seal it. Obviously replacing it. But again, that's just, 3 different things that we can do in order to solve that problem. Some other people might have some other different ideas. Let's think outside of the box. How about a covering for the fence? Who knows? That idea can spawn some other ideas. So don't stop and be satisfied with one business idea that's the most obvious, think a little bit harder on that problem and what other business ideas. Once we get to level 3, that's your target market. Now we got to start thinking, who has this problem, and identifying the characteristics of that demographic. Then we move on to the vision of my business. That's my favorite part. Once you start developing your business concept, it has to have a direction. You got a couple choices. You can be, we can, keep with the fence. We can, break off a panel of fencing, throw it in the ocean. I don't, condone the littering, but if we throw it in the ocean, that panel of fencing, it's great. It's going to stay in the water and it's going to float around, and the waves are going to push it this way and that way, and maybe flip it over and do all kinds of wonderful things to it. There's no direction to that fence panel on the ocean, though. The only direction is wherever the wind blows it or the waves take it. When you have a vision for your company, now you got a whole different ball game here. Now you're starting to get the rules, and now you're starting to understand what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, and where you're going to be in 5 years. When you're going to be in 5 years, or when you're going to be in 10 years, now you've got a destination. Now you can put a motor on that panel of the fencing, and now you can point in a direction and take off. Of course, you're still going to get a lot of wind. You're still going to get a lot of waves. You're still going to have a rough ride, but at least, goodness gracious, you know where you're going. Once you have that vision, it's critical. It's going to be, then you can point your boat in that direction and start plowing towards it. The next thing for level 5 is going to be your business timeline. What do you need to do and when? Just because you're heading in that direction, well, you can have a couple, double motors on there, or you can have one motor, or heck, you can have a couple paddles, and it's still going to take you in that direction. It's just going to be how long it's going to take you to get there, and what are the benchmarks to make sure that you're moving in that direction. That's where that timeline of what we need and when is going to answer. The next one is going to be competitive advantage, competitive research. Know your competition. You know your direction, you know your vision. Well, guess what? A lot of roadblocks are going to come up because you're going to have competitors out there, and the competitors, once you start your business, you're probably going to take some of your ideas, from what the other competitors are doing right, and blend them with some of your own creativity, and you're going to come up with your own, method of how you're going to compete in the industry. However, guess what? When new competitors enter the marketplace, they're going to do the same thing to you. So you have to keep evolving. But in order to get to the point of evolution or perpetual evolution, you have to have a competitive research, and you have to do it first up front, and then it has to be continuous. So when people enter the marketplace, competitors enter the marketplace, you're going to see what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it, and to continually evolve your company to make sure you're moving towards your vision. Company operations, this is the next level that you're going to acquire in order to get to start your business level of 14. And your company operations, that's going to be how you're going to be operate, who's going to be in there, what are they going to do, why are they going to do it. And that's a starting point. Once you get your company operations and you fill out that information, now what you have to do is you have to continually to keep updating it and modifying it and optimizing it. And a great way to ensure that you're able to do something like that is to put your company operations in a standard operating manual. The level 8 is going to be advertising, a whole section on advertising, give you all a lot of great ideas on different types of advertising and the benefits and some challenges of each type. Check that out. Financial projections, gotta know your money, gotta know money. How much money you need to start, if you start your business, how much revenues do you need? What are your costs going to be? Identify up front if this is going to be profitable or not. And if it's not going to be profitable, well, guess what? You got two choices. A, start over at level 1, or B, what can you do to make it profitable? But know that before you start your business. Location, location, location. Location is critical. If you pick the wrong location, you are going to have a whole bunch of problems. And again, a whole section on that. Funding needs. So right here, we've got the vision, we've got all this information here, we've done our research, we've done our legwork, we picked our location. Now we need to figure out how much money we're going to need in order to kick this game off, really, get this game going. And so I show you some different ideas about funding and such with that, and figuring out, how much you're going to need in order to start your business. Level 12 is going to be the business plan. My personal opinion, you can do this business plan here, or you can do it here. You can do it anywhere. But at the very least, you have to do the business plan before you start seeking out funding. Because the business plan is going to take all your thoughts and ideas that's all over the place through these steps. It's going to put it in one document for you. It's going to put it in one area so you have a uniform front. When you talk to 10 different people, you're going to tell them 10 different things because you got your business plan, and they're going to be able to see what your business is going to be all about. If you start your business plan process up here, fantastic, because then, you can get your business ideas, and then once you solve your business idea, come up with a business concept, then you can put it in your business plan. Target market, put it in your business plan. Vision, put it in your business plan. Timeline, put it in your business plan. Research, competitive research, put in the business plan. Company operations, put it in the business. Advertise it in the business plan. Financial projections, business plan, location, business plan. All this stuff goes into your business plan. So this, at the very least, do it here, or you can start building up your business plan as you're going through the steps. Once you have this right here, you've got a pretty little package, you're ready to go. Now you're going to seek out funding, and you've got a whole slew of options. A lot of people think that if they just go to their local bank, they put it in front of them, bank rejects them, game over, they're out at level 13, you never get to level 14, never pass go, never collect you $200 kind of a deal. Not true. You have a plethora of business options for funding. It could be your local bank, it could be a national bank, it can be a private investor, it can be an equity investor, it can be angel investor. There's a whole slew of things out there. There are grants available, for businesses, crowdfunding, whole bunch of different ideas you can do, and I outline a few of those in the book as well. And level 14 is starting your business. You've done the legwork, you pass through all the levels, and level 14 is the celebratory, gunshots where you're ready to go and you're ready to start your business. And from there, the book is over at level 14. However, your business is just beginning at that stage. So hopefully this brief overview of what's going to be in this book is kind of whetting your appetite to read more. And if so, please do not hesitate to go over to Amazon. And it is starting a business is like playing a video game. And it's currently, like I said, it's currently on the Kindle for $3.99. However, it will be available for paperback, and like I said, it's going to be $5 or $6, $6 or $7 at the start. Price could move up, could go down, who knows. But I just want to give you all that information. So hopefully this is going to be something y'all are interested in. And if y'all ever need a business plan written, please give me a shout. Thank you.